I won't record you doing it. I respect. All right, here we go. Let me flip this around, man. Let me see here.
Yeah,
All right, so I got private. Respect.
I don't care.
Let me see here.
We need that.
All right, here we go, y'all. 239 Spiritual Awakening, 239 Healers Collective. This is podcast number 27. All right, well, can you introduce? This is podcast number 27.
27.
Which breaks down to
Divine
Wild
Nine,
Bloom.
Divine 9. And so 9 just represents birth. And I'll just keep it very simple. The simple things are the sweetest things. And we're here about the sweetest thing in life, which is love. We're here communing in love and the spirit of love. We're amongst lovely people who are lovers and healers, and healing begins with self, so everyone is a healer. So we're here sharing, and love is always in the making, and we making love. So welcome to the love.
That's right. We're going to go around the room and just introduce ourselves so y'all can see who all in the room. Because we doing a low budget style with a cell phone, but you know, it is what it is. We get the job done. You met Wild Bloom. You already met me. Who we got here? Surprise! It's been a while. How you been, brother?
Very good, very good. Just going back to the point we are talking from Chimba, you know, many people maybe don't understand how the body works when you want to attract something to your life, you know. The intention, whatever you want, just burn in your heart. And the heart makes the brain start receive the order. And just if you really want something in your life, and yet you feel it like you already have, the brain says, all right, let me check it out.
Law of
And
attraction.
We have the power. It's like a net, energetic net. We are connecting with everything in the universe. Whatever you feel you have, if you don't have, you will be attracting. That's the secret.
Like energy attracts like energy.
That's it. It's, you know, my daughter, she already learned about this knowledge, and she's getting whatever she wants. You know, it's like magic.
Yep. So let's roll around the room. I got my brother from another mother, Mr. Body Frequency Tuning Table. Go ahead and tune us on in, man. We always start with some love. 528 hertz frequency. We're gonna put everybody in the love vibration right now. It's all love over here. 239 Healers Collective. I don't think you might not can hear the tone, but you can feel the tone. So what's on your mind, brother? We're gonna be talking about Western healing versus holistic self-healing on this show today, on this lovely night.
AKA real medicine versus, what do you say, non-medicine?
Yeah, medicine and non-medicine.
Medicine and non-medicine.
Medicine and non-medicine.
Medicine and non-medicine.
That's what we're gonna be talking about today. So we back. We got some guests on the show today. Jacob.
How's it going? I'm Jacob.
My fellow brother from
What's going on,
Chi-Town.
everybody out there? Just wanted to say hello, peace and love tonight.
That's right.
Going out there on
Namaste.
the internet. If anybody out there is watching and they're bored at the house, you know, like you probably are, you know,
Locked down.
locked down in this weird, crazy world that we got, just know that we're here with you. We're here with you in spirit and mind, and you know, just keep the good vibes going.
That's right.
Yep.
We got another guest in the building, Connor. Connor, welcome, bro. Soul Tribe.
Man, yeah.
How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good, man.
You originally from Boston? Hold on, man. We ain't messing up the rotation. Yeah, on camera. Shit. Look, man.
It's Reefer and Keefer.
This is the Reefer and Keefer show. We're supposed to be talking about our healing modalities. You know, I'm the
Reefer and Keefer.
I'm
Here's
the
the
natural
Keefer, and there's the Reefer.
Keefer and me, Reefer. Jay and Mike. Y'all know how I am about the medicinal herbals. Doing my thing with my Plizzants up in Michigan. Y'all talk. I'm gonna smoke.
Oh, you go out?
Somebody, who lit it up?
Mike got you.
Who got the lighter?
Mike.
Yeah, it's done got softy on me.
Here, I'll help you.
I hate when it gets soft.
right.
So anyway, so let's start talking.
She said.
Well, you gotta introduce.
Oh, sheesh, man. Y'all know her. She's no stranger to the 239 Healers Collective. How you doing, stranger? It's Leela.
She's not a stranger, but then hey, stranger.
Well,
You ain't gotta correct nothing.
yeah,
You ain't
let's
gotta
go.
correct nothing.
Anything goes. Yeah,
That's right,
exactly.
keep flowing.
What you been up to over there, girl? It's been a while since we connected, man. Like this whole whatever you want to call it, virus, whatever, pandemic.
See thing.
Yeah, we haven't connected in months, man. Mm-hmm.
It's so good to be here together. It's been a while.
So let's get to talking. Western medicine. Everybody done got high and drunk already.
Get the walking.
It's too silent up in this motherfucker. Let's go. If not, I'm gonna talk to myself. Shit. Don't let me.
Then okay, then
I'll
put it on. I mean, put it on Jay.
Yes, I was just
Because-
leaving it open.
because
So he wants to say that. Let him start.
Let me see where. Okay, let me see where you're at. Okay, you're on
Where
the.
should we start at? The differences between. You know,
That's what he wants to start with, right? He said, So he's the
Contrast
same
the two of them, right?
Yeah. So go ahead, Connor.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk. All right.
Oh, no.
Well, we
yeah,
all
I
healers,
get
so
it.
let's all talk about what we do as healers then.
Well, no. You said we're gonna talk about the one thing. So
He can't make up his mind.
Let's stay on topic, and then
It was supposed to be
Gotta
healed.
pitch
we'll
again.
go to the next.
Here, break off that end off a little bit because it's too.
Hold that
Hold
camera
it.
right. Y'all just real sloppy with it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because this
So
got
who's gonna-
involved.
Who's gonna speak? Well, we
Let's talk about our healing modalities and then get into it, because that's how we started it off originally. So you want to start and then we'll roll around in a circle? Or Mike's doing something, he busy. Francisco, we'll start off with you, brother. Talk about what you do as a healer.
Well, just I
You want me to hold it so you can sit straight, or?
No, I'm
What do you
good.
do? Yeah.
Well, just I come back from Peru about 6 months. After 6 years, I was sharing information about the quantum physics,
Mm-hmm.
quantum medicine. And I was working in hospitals, sharing all the knowledge. And just I come back to America, I open a consultory here in Cape Coral. So what I do is just release the trapped emotion from the body, you know. Everybody has suffered about love not received, about scares, terror, and that we start accumulating the energy, you know, from when after we born. So one time in life you have that much energy in your body and you have the heart blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart is blocked. So it's not working with the mind. So what I do is just release all that energy using a computer, the software, and the smart answer of the body in kinesiology, and we can detect where the emotions are, where they are, and just release it. So in four sessions, we can put in coherence the heart with your brain. That is very important to just, if you want to looking and try to get the mindfulness vibration
Mm-hmm.
or love vibration.
That's right. 528 hertz, which we cracked open the
If
show
you're
tonight.
looking for change your life and try something that really can help you, what I recommend is just working your heart. Just making free your heart about the trap emotion, and your life is going to change.
Mm-hmm. All starts with the heart and the mind, and making up that mind to change that heart.
Yeah. Right now, the science know all cells is independent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a one is you are not like you think you are. You know, you are a millions of cells living inside you and just create your body.
Mm-hmm.
But every cell is like independent individual.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of like us as human beings. We're just balls of energy like the stars in the universe. But we're all the same. I think we're all the same at one point in this multi-dimensional universe.
But we're all made of the same, but we're all unique.
Right.
So, you know, we're all made of the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're all made of the same elements, you know, air, earth, fire, water, just of different degrees and levels of it.
We're made of the same thing that the stars are made of.
Exactly.
Hydrogen, carbon.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, well, it's consciousness.
And we're programmable too.
We have holy breath.
Yeah.
We're very programmable.
We're programmable and we're reprogrammable too.
Of course, that's common sense. Look at, I mean, television, radio, how it's really messing up programming with most of the humans right now on the planet. We're here to deprogram you from the matrix, the third dimension.
When a star in outer space explodes, it releases billions of atoms out into the universe, and they're made of hydrogen and carbon, which is the same thing that the atoms that make up human anatomy are made of.
Yeah.
You know, we're made of the stars.
Everything in creation is made of holy breath.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that
It's the
essence
spirit.
of holy breath, we are all of that in different degrees and recipes. It's just variety.
Oh yeah.
In this area.
Programming leads us to sickness too.
Over here in the morning.
Oh, so, I mean, of course.
If we
I
do
mean,
what everybody
social
else
media,
does,
the algorithms is crazy.
You know?
If we allow it, but we are the creators of the universe, so it's what we allow, what we think, like he said. Unlimited power. It's just people use their power sometimes for not the right things.
Well, you're either. What does Jack Nicholson say at the beginning of The Departed? He says, "I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me." So you're either like leading or you're following, you know. And if you're following, a lot of times you're led by, you know,
Someone else and not your spirit.
Yeah, a bunch of different influences. To
Say that word again, following.
Following.
Say it slower. Following. So yes, when you're falling low. You're lower than your higher self. So yes, following.
And it's crazy because like 98% of the human population are followers. We all have to be followers at some time, and only like 2% are leaders. We were talking on the original podcast about, he likes to talk a lot about Jesus. I talk a lot about Yahshua, same thing, but he was talking about how being a holistic healer is not popular today, just as it wasn't popular in his day. And why that is, because this is all about Western medicine versus Mama Earth, Mama Gaia, the holistic healer as a healer.
Like I told you today, maybe it's we say Western medicine against the holistic. It sounds like a confrontation.
There's no verses. It's just
The idea is just going and say fusion. We're working for getting together.
union.
Because we people like us just if we are pushing this knowledge for pressure the scientific medicine, understand what important is getting together. Together is many problems, you know, so what's going to disappear, you know. People are suffering.
It has to happen collectively, though, because I mean that's the only way that it can happen. And I think we're over the hump where people are, oh, I do this and I do that, and it's not really about battling over who's doing what. It's over who can collectively say yes, join me. Join me in this battle. And we are warriors.
Damn right, Aries, bitch.
We're warriors. And together we can do anything. That's why they want the 6 feet apart to be away from us, because they know when our energy
Oh, do you know you got the camera?
when our energy field
I like this energy. I like it.
I want him to capture it on camera because right then he was just getting the floor.
The conversation that we were having last night.
Brief,
maybe
brother,
not appropriate
brief.
for the camera, brother.
Let's talk about
together we can do anything. And anything is what?
Anything you say.
Anything is anything.
Anything you could think.
Anything, any picture you can create. Our lives.
So we can also do nothing.
You can, if that's what
the
you if that's what you want to create. But I don't want to create I'm wondering.
I did that for a little while. Yeah.
How did that
It
go?
feels nice to do something.
Woo!
Just anything. How long is this nothing? Is it, I mean, is there such
Even
thing
like
as
doing
nothing?
landscaping in a rented house, it's better than watching TV all day.
There you go. I guess that is a start. But is there such a space? Is there such a space that can be labeled as nothing? What is nothing? It's
What is
one's
nothing?
interpretation of nothing. Say I have nothing. What is nothing?
I don't know. You can say nothing is a void, but then you have a void.
But at least you're acknowledging your weaknesses and that you need to heal yourself.
Nothing
Maybe
is.
the world needs to heal. I'm just waiting for that.
But that's our responsibility for us to do that as healers.
Yeah.
The world heals.
So hold on,
The
talk
balloon
about
story.
the
too.
world-
the
Yeah,
mother,
the
what,
balloon
the
story.
world and the earth, Mama Gaia, all this shit, the universe, the galactic. What world? We on the same page? You believe there's unlimited universe and space and time? You
Yes.
just believe in this galaxy. You don't
No.
think that every star is a separate
I
galaxy?
believe in the.
I think that it's
I like
infinite.
string theory. I like
What's the
that.
string theory?
So there's like 8 or 9 dimensions. Like there's like length, width, height, depth is 1 through 4, and then there's like the metaphysical realm is 5, I think. And then there's like more versions of the metaphysical realm that go all the way up to 9, and then you can start to crash them together, and through string theory they can get to like 27 or 29.
I'd have to disagree.
I could be totally wrong right
Well,
now.
I'm only disagreeing because I believe that the dimensions are infinite.
So you remember Men in Black 1, right? Remember how it ended?
I believe that forgiveness will get you to unlimited dimensions.
True.
A lot more than forgiveness.
I'm just saying that's a start. That's
You remember Men
that-
in Black 1? Remember how it ended?
that is a
With the
start.
big
If you
alien,
can't forgive,
and
it's
they
one
had,
thing to
like, the
say
our
you do
world and the
forgive,
Archelian
but
world,
once
and
you
the
do,
whole Men in Black
We
movie
can't
is
fathom
them
it.
taking
We can't
the
even
bang
fathom
them
it.
together.
Yeah,
Can't
well,
even
that is-
understand.
I believe that
facts.
too.
Unlimited dimensions when you forgive,
Conflict
whether it's
that
yourself
exists
or
for us to-
others or whatever you perceive as
No.
forgiveness.
It's just like the universe, it's unlimited.
It
Same
is.
concept. So how can we put a limitation on the designer? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
how
ourselves.
can you put a
That's self.
limitation? Well, I guess a lot of people do put limitations. That's not really me because I'm an Aries. But like, how do you put a limitation? Like, I guess you can, but that's another challenge to get to another dimension, I suppose. I just look at it day-to-day shit. Maybe I need some more kombucha.
No, you need kefir. I got you.
Yeah, this is the Keeper and the Reaper
Here,
show, bro.
you hold the camera, and
Cameraman,
you hold the camera.
cameraman. You want me to do it?
I got you. And I'll grab some more kefir.
Yeah, I would hold it like this because most people can be watching this on their phones. Right?
You can't turn
Yeah.
it sideways. It's already. He already
Yeah,
started
it's
live.
already
If
been started that way.
you
Yeah.
started.
You can't go back. There's no returning.
Yeah.
You're making everybody sick now.
Facebook and the algorithm.
The ship's rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
You alright, Wild Bloom? You settling in over there?
I'm just right and lovely.
You feeling good?
Just right.
We toning some more love over here. Re-upping on the kefir and the kombucha. 239 Spiritual Awakening Podcast, 239 Healers Collective. We talking about the Western medicine versus. We really ain't even start talking about that.
Medicine
really,
versus non-medicine.
yeah, medicine versus non-medicine. Let's talk about the natural herbs versus what?
We're talking
Prescription
about, like, natural
pill.
herbs, acupuncture, like meditation,
Yes.
breathing, like.
So one thing I'll say to everybody that's in this room is that the wellness industry in the world, the wellness industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Of course.
And so there is a lot of manipulation.
Unlimited.
There is a lot of people that are misled in it. But a lot of the people that are in it, they're all seeking help and truth, and a lot of it comes from a good place, and that's good. But it's just sad to know that there are people out there, and more people should know that there are people in the wellness industry that will try to take advantage of the individual seeking help for wellness.
On your re-up.
And their insurance company.
Yeah.
It's a never ending pit when you get into the bullshit.
know.
Yeah, and it affects all of us. Why are our insurance costs so high, but the quality of care it's not reflected in the cost, you know?
It's ridiculous that they make people force living and dying to a certain extent over monetary and healthcare in this country in 2020, man. I mean, that was a big issue, not to talk politics, but that seems to be a big issue. Affordable Care Act and all that good stuff, but we won't talk politics. We're going to stay away from...
We have a lot of things in the wellness industry that are not related to politics that are being suppressed for no reason by, you know, big pharmaceutical companies. They don't want general wellness to be advanced to a level in 2020 of our scientific methods and theories have presented so far. Like,
Especially stem cells, like stuff like that.
we have things that we can present in modern Western medicine that are from all over the world that are basically, you know, people use on a day-to-day basis, like stem cells and bee poison and bee research. How bees are amazing; they do amazing things for the human body. There's actually a lot of studies how when a bee stings you, how it can help women with breast cancer, how it helps people that have Crohn's disease, how it helps people that have you know, a lot of, you know, disabilities and arthritis. By being stung by a bee, you know, those are just natural things that are in the poison of the bee venom that goes into you that the body reacts to that will actually help you and heal you.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because Western medicine has taken such a far derivative from Mother Nature and studying science and the plants in the Amazon. Like, if we really were to focus more Western medicine and spend the money on research of plants in the Amazon, we would find so many more, you know, reasons to use things besides Advil or ibuprofen for our modern ailments and things like that. And, you know, and it's sad that so many people in today's society, they get caught up on prescribed painkillers from big pharmaceutical companies like hydrocodone, oxycodone, things like that. And, you know, it's sad that how far the big pharmacy has gone away from natural remedies of healing and, you know, things like that. So that would be my take on that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a natural herb. This is the what was the name of this show again? The Reefer and Kiefer. The Reefer is talking to the Kiefer right now. The Kiefer said, "Where's the Reefer?" So anyway, y'all know where I'm with you on that, brother. I'm totally anti. I'll put the camera on me. I'm totally yeah. You want that?
Yeah.
All right. Is it?
Okay.
Oh, no, we switched it.
I'm with the nat.
And you gotta switch it back.
We're tripping right now, y'all. Bear with us.
There you go.
All right. So
Good catch.
I'm with Jacob over there. I'm with the natural herbal medicine. I mean, I don't want to talk too long because we talked on this before. I want everybody else to talk, but I'm a big Rick Simpson. I'm a big cannabis oil. I believe cannabis oil, Rick Simpson oil, cures everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. So,
And he's not lying about that because it's all about frequency. Because everything that exists has a frequency. Rick Simpson oil, water frequency, chairs, farts, anything that exists and that doesn't exist has a frequency.
on a positive note, the federal government is going to vote next month on completely decriminalizing marijuana in this country. So I really hope that they go for that. I don't really want to touch on politics, but I think everybody should have access to cannabis oil, Rick Simpson oil. If you don't know,
oil.
CBD oil, you know.
That'd be the best Affordable Care Act, man. Just give everybody free weed.
Move to Michigan, you can be one of my patients, brother. Come on, you got a driver's license, let's go. 12 plants. Come on, I got room, man. I got 10 acres of land. Come on up there, brother. All you gotta do is be willing to switch your driver's license over. You can have all the free Mary Jane, free supply. Well, we know we stand on marijuana, obviously, on this podcast, but then there's the, we really haven't talked too much about natural healing. We all healers. Mike's got the body frequency tuning table. Francisco is a emotional code healer. He does this amazing thing with Tibetan sound bowls and with your feet and a magnet, and I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like
When he said that he has these entities that need to come out of you, it was basically what my experience was, but it came through my feet at the end of the session, and partially when he was on the bowl too, I had energy going through those, like coming out of me, like it was like
The camera.
it was like. It was like it was pressing down on me.
hey, bear with us. This is the Reaper and Keeper show, man. It is what it is.
We gotta talk about the Kiefer next. Yeah, he's gonna sound about the Reaper and the Kiefer.
Kiefer.
Hold on.
Kiefer.
We going off before we get to Keeper. Explain to me what it feels like when energy is going out of your feet. That's some shit I don't think I've ever experienced. If I did, I was too dumb to recognize it.
It almost felt like a dream.
Have you ever been in a sensory deprivation tank? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, but I have not.
If you have, you can tell us about it.
But I've had people tell me that was better.
Well, when you were talking about that, it made me think about a sensory deprivation thing. That's why I brought it up.
I need to give you a session.
Yeah, I'm down, man. But listen, I went to
Definitely.
You guys pay for me? Oh yeah, you get
There's
on.
this thing that's
I'll
called.
bring the drum up first.
We got like the
get
Mac
started.
tables. I would assume.
Let's
I've
do
never
some
seen
drum-
one
let's do
before,
some-
but
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, the sensory deprivation. It's basically I wanted to tell you some about it because it reminds me of what your Tibetan sound bowl healing and there's a frequency when you get into this. It's basically a tub that was designed with 100% liquefied
Epsom salt.
Yes.
yeah, it's 25% Epsom
And
salt,
so
75% water.
your buoyancy is at 90% almost. You're floating above the liquid.
Floating on salt.
You feel like you're in a cloud. Like you're in a cloud, and it is at your body temperature, about 98 degrees Fahrenheit, 97 degrees Fahrenheit. So you feel you get in there and you don't feel anything, and it takes a couple minutes. Like when you first get into it, your brain is kind of like, this is weird. I'm floating in this tank. Like this is like, you can't really focus on what the point of it is because it's so weird and foreign. Because like you're laying in it and it's just like I'm literally floating in this liquid salt and it's weird and I'm naked in this dark tub and it's just like there's music playing and there's lights and the idea of it is once you get comfortable and you're in the tub and you're laying there, it is a sensory deprivation thing. It takes away all of your senses. You can't feel.
Shit,
You
I
can't
can't imagine
feel.
being in that state.
You can't feel. You can't think. You can't. So somebody that has what is known as ADHD, attention deficit disorder, which most people are actually diagnosed with by this thing that was made up, by Western medicine. That's basically in that sensory deprivation tank, minimized to a level of meditation that's beyond the common comprehension of understanding for most people, in a way that you can get in that thing and kind of really realize that you are in there just for yourself. You're not in there to prove to anybody else that you're in there. You're not in there to, like have fun. You're in there to like try to focus on what your message is that's coming from within your body, and it comes into that.
But how do you do that when all your sisters are gone? You gotta say, how can you do that?
But that's what it does because when we're focusing our senses and our sensory perception, we're not connected to the higher self because we're limited based on senses and so when there are no senses, you get to the core of who you are.
Alright, Connor, did you experience what you said you did?
Yeah, so I've done it about 10 times. One time where I got it to work properly, and it felt like I could see like my visuals. It was like I was You know, like in Star Wars when they hit the throttle, they go to hyperspeed. But it felt like I was falling through the floor the whole time. It felt like I was falling, but going forward at the same time. And I came up with an idea for a. Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth before?
Probably. I don't remember.
So I was. It's based in like,
got somebody
like
watching?
World War II in Spain.
Hey there.
The
Rhonda.
protagonist is like an 8-year-old female, and I was
Thank
thinking
you for joining.
of switching it and having it like a different way or whatever.
So
I've never like tried to write like a play before. Like I could kind of like go through it like in my mind, like sort of like be each different character and sort of like set the scene like a very concentrated meditation sort of way.
Alright. Anybody else try this? Just y'all two?
Well, let me just try to say one more final thing that I was really trying to get at with the sensory deprivation thing. One thing that's cool about it is, thank you. One thing that's cool about it is people that
Y'all gonna bless us with a song right now?
Just
Right now?
it's out of tune.
just let it flow. Just let it flow. Just let it
I'm
flow.
talking from Aries. I
It's,
can't
but,
help myself.
it's already apparent though. It's already apparent. So no words are necessary. It's happening.
So people.
That's why she's in my life, man.
Because I love you.
Cool, we love each other.
That's right.
Alright, we'll be quiet now.
So basically, what I was trying to say about
Yeah,
it's a tank. It's a tank that you get into this. It's like a big tank that you get into and you lay down in it, and it's full with this liquid salt. And you lay in it, and you close it. There's a handle. There's a latch. You close it on, and you're laying in this tank. And the point of it is just self-meditation. Like you're laying in many people do this. Many people do this. It's called isolation tank therapy, and you have a psychedelic experience within your brain without actually being on any psychedelics. And it's amazing because it can kind of bring somebody to a level of meditation that doesn't feel comfortable meditating in most ways that people normally do.
Yeah, that's
like
a good
yoga.
locking yourself in on top
Yeah,
of water.
So that's what's really cool about it. So,
That's an interesting way of going about it.
but it is very cool. There is a very high level of magnesium that's in the Epsom salt, and your body absorbs that through the liquefied salt while you're laying in there. So
You detox. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Feel great
It's
after.
really good.
I've gone in there feeling really sick a couple times. This is before COVID when you could actually be sick. Like go somewhere to admit to being sick and everything's just fine. 'Cause I'd go in there feeling sick, like sicker than I'd want to be if I had to go to work or do something, right? And I'd go out of there feeling great every time. As long as you're hydrated. That's the main thing. You have to be hydrated before you go in.
Is there a place locally you would recommend for that experience? Where'd you guys go? Was it in town?
Yeah, in Jacksonville, there's B Still Float downtown. There's like H2OM Float, which is close to
What about you,
downtown
Jacob?
off of St. John's below.
Where'd you experience that at?
Oh, I experienced that at a place called Naples Neurological Spinal Realignment and Massage.
That's too damn much to remember, man.
Yeah, this place is amazing.
That's why I said it first. This place is
This
They need an acronym, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real.
Like, what is all that? Does that have
How was
like
your
a...
shift?
This place is literally like a place where you go, and it's very high dollar. It's very expensive, and it's on Panther
when
Road.
you're,
in Naples.
I've heard
Well,
that.
how long do you think you'll be
Is it off Pine Ridge?
Yeah, it's on Pine Ridge, yeah.
All right.
And
It's
basically a massage place where it's massaging with chiropractic. So they massage you and they do chiropractic as well. So like when you're in there, they'll sit you in this chair and they'll crack your back and they'll realign your spine. Yeah, it's very strange. But that's where the sensory deprivation tanks are.
Gotcha.
You pay like $20 and you go in there for like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
And before you
That's
go,
not bad.
before you
That's
go in there,
Hey, we making it a date. Y'all ready to try this shit? Sleep deprivation tank. And
sensory, because it takes away your sense of feeling because it's heated to your body temperature. You're floating there. You can't smell anything, You can't hear anything. You can't see anything. You can't feel anything.
Unless you get the salt in your eyes.
So
Don't
how
get
do
it in
you
your
remember
eyes.
the experience then?
You
can't
remember the
feel
experience
that.
because you're totally in your mind. It's just you and your mind alone in there.
But you can fall asleep though.
Yeah.
You can fall asleep like
You
lying
can
there in the tent.
you can
yeah.
fall asleep, but it's like weird because you're trying to like when you first
I've
get in
fallen
there.
asleep.
The very first time you get in there, you're kind of like tripping out because you're like literally floating on this water. Like if you were to get in that pool right now and you were to try to like lay there and float, you could do it a little bit, but you couldn't float like you could on the Epsom salt because the Epsom salt is like really buoyant.
But no one drowns in the Dead Sea.
Yes. Yeah, you can just really float.
You just back up close to the water.
on water.
That's how Jesus did it. Damn, all this time was Epsom salt. Damn, man. He just picked a lake with a whole bunch of Epsom salt that day.
Right? Speaking of which, did you see the hole-in-one at the Masters? This cat skipped it twice over the water.
Oh, a double Jesus
on the
ball.
water, and then it came up over the grass on the hill, and then it started to do this little hole-in-one. The most incredible. It's got to be. Well, I mean, I don't watch enough TV to know about it, but I just heard about it. It was on the Weather Channel.
It was windy out there. Spirit was trying to help him out.
Double skipper up the hill. Yeah.
Yeah, many goes
That's like one in a billion.
I guess they was trying to put on a show that day to prove that the spiritual, supernatural world is real. How else can you explain that?
I got a hole in one when I was 13 years old, and I had never played 9 consecutive holes of golf. I'd probably been out like maybe 20 times. And it was a 169-yard par 3. Never left the pin. 3 bounces, rolled like 9 feet, straight in the cup. I'll probably never get another hole in one in my life.
Repeat show. Guess we're gonna have some live entertainment, a little live jam session for on the spot. I'm just gonna eat some of these product placement. Yeah, highly recommended by Wild Bloom.
Oh, that's what you're trying to get. I thought you were handing me this.
This is false advertising. It says sweet potato chips. If you look on the back right here, sweet potato is not the first ingredient, not the second. It is the third ingredient. But it is advertised as sweet potato chips, which would lead you to believe that corn and sunflower oil are not the first 2 things.
Lies.
Fish.
We know damn well USDA don't check everything.
Oh no, they're the worst, man. They invented the food pyramid. There's no doctors that work there. They're all lawyers. Lousy lawyers. See?
Birds went to sleep on us.
Hold it. No. There you go.
We're having a little jam session going on for y'all.
Turn it back up the other way.
Oh shit, yeah. It won't record like that, I guess. Say yes. Say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Mike's taking the lead. Live jam session, baby.
It's all good.
Freestyle off the dome.
I was tuning up that guitar.
I don't know. It's all right. It's fine. I just had it set. Works.
Trying to get in sync here, man. Synchronicities done went off the hinges.
They all play their own.
Yeah, I think.
That's why they call it a jam session.
Look, I think we're gonna end this episode. Reefer and Kiefer checking out tonight. Early, folks.
That's
For a lack of reefer, not keeper.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of keepers. Come join us on the next batch, and I'll bring you something special.
We didn't even talk about Kiefer.
That's what I said. Reefer and Kiefer. I said we're not growing.
We want to talk about keeper real quick.
No, but you got to talk about Kiefer. You got to talk about the healing modalities, what it is.
Here, let me have it. Here.
It's this point.
Oh, that one's almost empty. Here, let's keep
No. This is the deal. This is the real deal.
Oh shit. Let me yeah. You wanna do this?
That's the baby.
Yeah, this is the baby.
Tell them about Kiefer. What is Kiefer?
Oh boy. Kefir is a fermented. Actually, it's fermented water with sugar, and the symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast, also known as SCOBY, ferments by eating the sugar, and then it gives you a beverage that's probiotic and good gut health. There's enzymes and vitamins and all kinds of good shit in here, but the most important thing in here is the love that I put into the kefir. So no matter what recipe you use, there's number one rule of thumb. Always love the kefir. Program the kefir to help people. Program it when they drink it. May they just express love. May love just pour into them. Program into them. I was having when I was doing kombucha, one morning I was praying on the kombucha. This is kefir, but I'm doing a quick story about the same process with kefir. So I was praying on the kombucha, laying my hands on it, and telling it, okay, I want you to attack cancer. Kill cancer with every drink when you go into
Cheers to that.
Oh yeah. Cheers here.
Cheers to that.
Here.
Here.
Here. And then so I got to work and my girlfriend sent me a text message that had an article about kombucha having beneficial effects on cancer. Kind of like confirmation. Confirmation. I need to get a beverage. I'm not being.
No, I don't know what that is.
I gotta get my.
What is that?
Is there any song like do you know any like Beatles songs or?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I'm trying to think of any song.
Well, I
we
can't.
both know.
You gonna keep going on Kiefer?
Yes.
It's like it's not
Yes. I'm going.
Nah.
What songs do you know? There's so many songs that are like just a few simple chords. Yeah, that one's me.
So the
You want
kefir
some?
takes about 3 days to build it, to make it.
No, it's all right.
It ferments,
I think so.
and you can pretty much taste it and see where you want it to be. So the longer it goes into fermentation, the less sweet it is.
What's that?
And it comes in different
Solid
flavors.
edition?
You
What
can
was that?
flavor it yourself, flavor it after it's fermented, and put
Yeah, I
different
didn't know what it was.
fruits and concoctions of your own and spices, and just you can kind of get creative with it, like do your own thing, just make it yours, do it, and just like I said, I sage my kefir too. Like I said, that's really what you put into it is what comes out basically.
Everything in life.
And
Such is life.
That's c'est la vie.
Such is life.
C'est la vie. Wow. Yeah, you'll be able to get it soon because.
Well, I taste the love in every sip,
and I think
every drop. It turns me on. It gets me excited. It makes my nipples hard.
We'll have another cup.
Oh!
Sweet.
Yes, give thanks. Yes.
Man, hear you.
Kefir and reefer in the ethers.
Just
All
like
right.
like a real easy one that I can do right now.
That sangria bottle is also
This one?
yes, that sangria right there is this flavor,
Awesome.
just in a different bottle.
Thank you.
Because tomorrow, I get to harvest 4 more gallons.
Yes, look how excited he is.
4 gallons.
That's what's up.
That's a TikTok
That's all
video.
that love.
Everybody
That's
grows
all that
anything.
love.
When it comes harvest time, that's exactly how it is.
Yeah, both those bottles are the banana.
Yeah, I can see that.
So good.
So what else
Okay.
anybody want to talk about?
I want to talk about
What's on your
getting
mind, brother?
somebody on the table, and then you can do an interview after we're done and see how
good
how the
idea.
experience was.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, really great.
So you're gonna need some water. I guess we can give you that in the form of kefir water. Oh, kefir also is a great hydrator and immune building blocks with love. Now it's bad on its own. It's good to help your immune system, which in the epidemic you gotta have a little bit of protection,
Oh, you always got
especially
no
if you
matter
got
what's
love
going
on you too.
No matter what's going on.
Protection.
Brother, wear protection. Over your head, your big one too. Yes.
Say yes. Say yes.
But that's why Bloom would always say, we having sex with the universe right now. So sticking to it good, that Mike.
So I make this.
Fucking good, Mike. Fucking good for us. Don't let us down. You're on camera right now.
There's another half gallon right there.
Performance is everything in 2020, man.
There's another half gallon right there.
Yeah.
And 4 more gallons to go.
Excited.
We won't make it
Excited.
that long. We'll all be laid out. 4 more
This
gallons.
was yours, right?
Yes, that's me.
I was just gonna grab my glass, but whatever, don't matter.
Okay, yeah. Grab your glass. I think you're ready.
So,
We should probably go now. You're a tall guy too, so I don't
we're
know.
going to
how
wrap
to
this one up because I don't even know where we at.
We'll be back.
This was just a freestyle meetup. I don't even know if this will be like technically a podcast. This is just going to be just us meeting up. Till the next one. Adios, amigos.
I wish we had another